Hi there! So time has come where mid-range phones are actually more desirable than even flagships. And I can say this even more confidently after using the newly launched Realme 11 Pro 5G. What an amazing device. But there are actually two variants of this phone, the Pro and the Pro Plus. And usually we see that the Pro and Pro Plus variants are totally different in specs and design. But here, these two are almost visually identical. Anyway, in this video, we'll be talking about the Pro, which starts at just 23,999. And frankly, for this premium leather-like back, 100 megapixel rear camera and solid performance, I found it pretty impressive. However, it's not perfect. I'll quickly take you through an unboxing and share all my experiences, what I liked and what I didn't, so you can decide if you should buy the Realme 11 Pro or not. Let's begin. So here is the retail packaging, pretty standard yellow box from Realme. Some key specifications are mentioned behind. Now this is a 12GB RAM, 256GB storage variant. MRP is 30,999. Alright, let's open it up. Inside this small box is some paperwork, a SIM ejector pin, a TPU transparent cover, and it's of really good quality. Then the Realme 11 Pro phone itself, USB-A to USB-C cable, and 80-watt Super Walk charger. Alright, let's start with the built-in design. Now this is the sunrise beige, and I can say this without blinking even for a second, I absolutely love it. The back has this vegan leather texture which gives the phone a super premium look. The orange woven line in the center which you can actually feel when you run your finger on it. It's one of the most beautiful looking phones this year, hands down. On the top is a huge round camera module, it's also really eye-catchy. In the center is a 100 megapixel camera sensor with OIS and a 2 megapixel macro on the right. The frame comes with a gold finish. Now even though glossy on the sides, it doesn't attract fingerprint or smudges. However, very smartly the bottom and the top have been given a matte finish. Talking about the ports, well, at the bottom is the SIM card tray, a microphone, a USB-C port and speaker. The SIM card tray can house dual nano SIM cards with no support for further storage expansion. But considering it already comes with 256GB storage, it should be more than sufficient. Power standby button and the volume rockers are on the side, very tactile and easy to reach. We also put on the cover to give you a glimpse of how the phone looks. It sits perfectly snug, and being transparent, you can see the leather back texture as well. So if you're paranoid of dropping and damaging your phone, I suggest you to use the provided cover. Talking about the display, a 6.7-inch curved AMOLED display with a resolution of 2412 by 1080 pixels. Trust me, it looks gorgeous. The color reproduction is jaw-dropping. Super vibrant colors with deep blacks. The bezel on the top and bottom are completely aligned and very slim. Glad that Realme has been able to achieve this. Adding to the experience is the 120Hz refresh rate. It absolutely flows. And it's noticeable especially when you're scrolling on a social media app like Instagram or while surfing on a web page. Amazing. You can switch to 60Hz to minimize battery drain, but personally I suggest sticking to the auto select mode. It's like adaptive refresh rate, where the system adapts and adjusts the refresh rate as per the content you're consuming. It drastically saves battery. Right in the center on the top, you can spot the 16 megapixel front selfie camera. The fingerprint scanner is embedded under the display. I won't say it's the fastest, but pretty functional and works perfectly. I only wish it was placed a little higher, but it's not a big deal. Also, if you love watching movies and videos on this phone, the experience is going to be next level. With Widevine L1 certification, you can stream from apps like Netflix and Prime Videos at full resolution. Check that out. Now here's a 4K 60fps HDR video on YouTube. Now this plays but struggles at times. So we switched to 1440p and this one played perfectly fine. Then also comes with dual speakers with Dolby Atmos support. One speaker at the bottom and one at the top. Let's see how it sounds.
Yeah, you look like James Bond.
Which one?
5.
Oh, that was a good one.
Firstly, it gets quite loud and sounds pretty good. With stereo speakers, it's like the perfect left and right channel separation, so it gives you that surround sound effect while watching a movie. Dolby Atmos at its best. I can easily say top notch in the audio department. Though if I had to nitpick, I do miss the headphone jack at times. Anyway, moving to the OS and the interface. It's running the latest Android 13 with Realme UI 4. First look at it and you see tons of bloatware apps. Just look at that. But the saving grace is you can delete everything that you don't need. Think of it this way. It's because of all these apps you're able to get such an amazing phone for under 25,000. And as I said before, you can delete them. I of course wish that they wouldn't come at the first place, but it's not a big deal as people make it sound. Nahi chahiye to delete kar do. Simple. So it's powered by the MediaTek 7050 chipset. The performance overall has been very snappy. In all these days since I've been using this phone, I didn't face any issues. No lag, no overheating and no app crashes either. It comes with 5G support, and without confusing you with the number of bands, 5G will work across all service providers in India. Then the unit we have came with 12GB LPDDR4 extra, with support to further expand by 12GB, giving you a total of 24GB RAM. Can't ask for more, can you? It really helps when you're opening closing apps. It makes it so much more faster. Multitasking is such a breeze, and the best part, most often used apps are still in memory. The overall user experience is absolutely amazing. We ran some benchmarks starting with Antutu and it clocked at 5,61,000, which I think is really good. Then this is a 256GB variant with storage type UFS 3.1, and we got 1949 MB read and 1316 MB write. And finally, in the stress test, CPU throttled at 94% of its peak performance, which makes it ideal for gaming. And we played everyone's favorite PUBG. It was buttery smooth, easily shuttling between 60 and 90 FPS. There was no lag or stutter at all. Also, the device didn't heat up at all, and that's after playing for 20 minutes at a stretch. The Realme 11 Pro is a pretty solid phone for gaming. Let's talk about the camera. It comes with a 100 megapixel rear camera. But is it any good? Well, check out these images yourself. Here are some images taken outdoors. Excellent dynamic range with good clarity. By the way, this was shot in street mode. Looks just perfect. Blue skies with clouds. The details are so well maintained. Here are some images taken indoors. The colors look really amazing. Simply pop. Here are some more. Now this airport shot is really hard to get right. Indoor lighting and outdoor clarity. It's just excellent AI processing. The Pro variant lacks an ultrawide, which I won't deny I truly miss. Instead of that, we get a 2 megapixel macro, which I won't say is great, but it's not too bad either. Here's a 4K video recording at 30 FPS. Check out the clarity and stability. And thanks to OIS, absolutely loved it. What do you think? Write down in the comments and let me know. Now here are some pictures taken from the 16 megapixel front camera. Skin tones and colors are very well captured. However, at times the whites do get a little blown out. I wish the HDR processing was a little better. Hi there, so I'm recording from the front camera of the Realme 11 Pro. And this is a full HD video at 30 FPS and it maxes out at 1080p. There's no 4K recording support on the front camera. And the audio you're hearing right now is being recorded from the microphones of the phone. So how's it? Coming to the battery. So the 11 Pro comes with a 5000 mAh battery that would easily last me a full day with heavy use and some battery to spare. Then it supports 67 watt fast charging, which takes about 45 to 50 minutes to fully charge, which is really good. The Pro Plus variant comes with a 100 watt charger. So yes, definitely more faster charging there if that's your thing. But frankly, I was more than satisfied with this. Alright, final thoughts. And let me start with what I missed. I wish it came with a headphone jack. And because we also don't have IP rating, that would have been a big plus. But again, it's not a deal breaker. I'm just nitpicking, so I thought I'll mention it. Also, I missed the ultra wide sensor. So if that's your priority, I'd say you should look at the Plus variant of this phone. Alright, let's talk about the good things. I truly love the design. Also a very ergonomic phone to hold in your hand. Feels so nice. The vegan leather back and this beige color is just beautiful. It's surprising to see how a smartphone under 25,000 with such amazing good looks. Great job by Realme. Then it's got really good performance, it's got pretty good cameras, and if you're looking for a phone under 25,000, this is the one you should be buying. There is also an 8GB RAM variant that starts at 23,999 and the 12GB RAM starts at 27,999. By the way, there's a flat 1500 instant discount card offer which you must check out. I'll leave the links of all the variants along with the color options in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.